In the 1920s, Poland began to develop a fire support weapon for infantry platoons, and produced the Wz.30 mortar launcher. This was a mortar launcher with characteristics similar to a grenade launcher used by the Japanese army. After a series of optimizations and improvements, a new generation Wz.36 was introduced in 1936 and widely equipped in the Polish army, becoming one of the main combat weapons for Polish army platoons in the early stages of World War II. Similar to an ultralight mortar, the Wz.36 weighed 8 kilograms and had a 400 mm long smoothbore barrel with a caliber of 46 mm. The barrel was fixed with a folding bipod at the waist, allowing the launcher to be fixed at a 45 degrees angle. It did not have the ability to adjust the angle and direction. Most mortars have a rectangular or circular base at the rear, but the Wz.36 used a spade-shaped base with a bubble level to assist the operator in accurately setting up the launcher. It was muzzle-loaded with 46 mm caliber ammunition, including anti-personnel grenades, smoke grenades, illuminating grenades, and training rounds. The grenades weighed 760 grams, had tail fins, and had a similar explosive power to mortars of the same level. The ammunition was not launched by gravity sliding and impact, but by a hammer-type manual firing device installed at the rear of the launch tube. The fixed-angle launcher adjusted the range by changing the chamber pressure during firing. There was another metal tube on the launch tube, with a passage connecting the upper part to the rear of the launch tube. The shooter could change the amount of gas released by rotating the adjustment ring at the end of the upper metal tube. The main function of this upper metal tube was to guide the discharged gas forward to avoid injuring the crew, and a folding sight was installed above this metal tube. Different launch pressures could change the muzzle velocity of the ammunition. The muzzle velocity when firing grenades could be converted between 30 to 110 meters per second, with a corresponding range of 100 to 800 meters, making it suitable for providing fire support to platoons and squads. The Polish army deployed it to platoon-level units, with each infantry platoon equipped with 3 mortar launchers, each with a 4-person crew consisting of a commander, loader, and 2 ammunition handlers. The platoon commander led the operation, and a launcher team could also be reinforced to a squad-level unit. The Wz.36 proved to be a very reliable weapon, with a test showing a high firing rate of 850 continuous shots. However, it must be admitted that its structure is more complex than conventional mortars, with higher manufacturing costs and more difficult maintenance. In actual combat, its accuracy was slightly lower than the German 5 cm mortar. Production continued until 1939, and by August of that year, the Polish army had received a total of 3,454 launchers. These were used in the subsequent battles when Germany invaded Poland, but they naturally could not play a significant role in the overwhelming war situation. The German army captured 855 launchers and renamed them as 4.6 cm Granatenwerfer 36P, which were then used in training units, but were later retired due to a lack of ammunition. An unknown number of launchers also fell into the hands of the Soviet army.